Hi, I'm Evie with Happily Even After. Coming to you, I have a question for you today. When you were younger, did you think that your life would turn out perfectly? Did you think that you would get married once and you would live happily ever after? Well, I know that I did. When I was younger, I remember laying in my bed and just thinking, I want one husband. My mom had been divorced already by this time. And I don't know why, but as a little girl, I remember thinking, I want one husband, one marriage. And so me wanting that propelled me to do some crazy things after I got married. So I've shared on different social media that my husband had an affair at year 7. And then again at, I don't know, 10 years after that, so 17. And then at 22 years after we had been married, he left and went and lived with another woman. And all through this and these incidents and situations, all I could think is, I don't want a divorce, because that little girl wanted happily ever after. And so I stayed and I wanted to make it work. And it sounds crazy now. And it's like, it doesn't make sense when I think about that in and of itself. But what is amazing is the change that it made in me while I was hoping that he would come back, while I was wishing that he would come back. And so while I hoped and wished and cried, I was on the floor for 18 months, literally 18 months, crying, praying, hoping, wishing that he would come back and that we could live happily ever after. And anyway, he didn't. He never did. He would come home and he would have lunch in our home, and he would be we had 3 sons, and he would, do his halftime with our sons. And so I realized after a certain point in time, he's not coming back. He lived with another woman, and he left every single time he left here. He went and lived with her. And so anyway, after I finally realized nothing was going to change at 26 years, I divorced him. And right after that, my son was diagnosed with cancer, my 3rd son. I had 3 sons. And when my son was diagnosed with cancer, he was 15. So my sons were 15, 16, and 17. And so my son went through cancer treatment for 10 months, and then he was okay. And then 6 months later, he was re-diagnosed. And 4 months later, he was gone. And so I say all that to say, through the affairs, the 3 affairs that I lived through, and the divorce, and then the death of my son, all of it was hard, excruciating, devastating. And I didn't get my happily ever after like I hoped for. But what I found out in recent days, because I have become a life coach, and I already have a psychology degree and a master's degree in counseling, and I became a life coach. And now I help other people. And what I've realized is, though, even though things did not turn out like I thought they would, like I hoped they would, like I dreamed that they would, I do live, and I can live happily even after all the things that I went through. It did take some learning. It took some growing, and I became actually a better person through it all. And so here I am. And now I help other people to journey through the pain. I learned tips, tricks, and tools in the midst of it that really helped me make progress after my son left. And so that's what I help people do now. And I'm excited about it because I see lives change and I get to see people who are hurting. And when we work through the things that are painful, they come out on the other side. And it's really, really such a blessing. So you can connect with me. My link is down below in my bio. And I would love to chat with you. I have all kind of different things that I offer. And I know that whatever you've been through, I can help. And I would love to connect with you. So I'm Evie with Happily Even After, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.